Welcome to our 2 cents. Welcome to our 2 cents.
Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary folk, welcome back to our 2 cents. We're doing it again here at Raxo Studios with your host, Oscar. Thank you for all your support. Please continue to hit that subscribe button. It's free to you, and it means the world to me. It means motivation. It's gas in the tank. Why you gotta put that sound there? That sound does not fit right there.
I know.
We're asking people to subscribe because this fucks won't subscribe. Anyways.
Okay.
It was a sad week. It was a sad beginning of the week because on TikTok, as soon as I posted that video about that lady saying that they could put memories in your brain, remember that one?
Yeah.
Well, that video finally got us completely banned from YouTube.
Man, shut your...
TikTok, not YouTube, TikTok. But I will get on YouTube right now. TikTok banned me. You know what? I could be saying something like, whatever someone doing is gross. I could be saying that, and that gives me a strike. You can't even tell fucks that they're being gross online because that somehow is offensive and it gets you a strike on TikTok. I could be telling people lasers start fire, and that's a fact. That's a fact. That's not a lie. They use lasers to cut shit. How do lasers not start fire? But that also gives me a strike. I could be showing people clips that they have posted online, telling things that they do to us people. Like, for example, putting memories in your brain. I could be saying that, and that somehow is misinformation, even though Obama's appointee is the one saying it on video. That's offensive. That gets you strike, and that gets you completely banned.
What?
So what the fuck can I say? What the fuck am I don't get it anymore. I can't, I don't show videos. I make comments. That's offensive. I show videos. That's offensive. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to sit here, shave my asshole on camera and say, well, I'm teaching gay kids how to shave their asshole, and that's not offensive? The percentage of gay people online, it's astonishingly small compared to the people that are offended by that type of shit. But that's not offensive. What the fuck is going on? And that's not even the only ones that do that. It's not just TikTok. It's fucking YouTube too. Fuck YouTube. Fuck TikTok. I'm tired of those fucking shits already, right? I post something funny. Somebody gets their nuts stuck on a chair, and that gets me a strike on YouTube. I could call somebody a Neanderthal, and that gives me a strike on YouTube. And you know what? That one I will take. I will take that one because I'm fucking reasonable. I know when I'm fucking bullying and saying something offensive. Yeah, like, you know what? I don't even see that being called a Neanderthal is offensive. You know how many times I was called a fucking monkey when I was a kid? And you didn't fucking hear me say, "Oh my God, you're being racist to me." No, I laughed it off and be like, yeah, well, what do you? If I look like a monkey, what the fuck do you look like? That's called having tough skin. Today, kids have no fucking tough skin. Every single children out there is a fucking pussy. There, I said it. Somebody had to say it. Because everybody even gets offended when you're like, when you say online, like on TikTok and YouTube, when you're like killed or raped or murderer. You can't even say those words because the algorithm is going to take it as, those words are offensive. People can't handle those words.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that keep hearing those words every day.
But what the fuck do I got to do with that when I say something and I'm pointing something out?
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, have all those fucks. Whoever's running, play it again after I say this. Whoever's running TikTok, whoever's running YouTube can.
Hell no!
Hell yeah. This is how offended I am. This is how pissed off I've been this whole week because TikTok banned my account. You know what's the most fucked up part about it?
What?
You would think that I'm sharing information to thousands and thousands of people and they're able to see my fucking videos. But you're talking about barely 100 to 80 people that watch the videos, and that's enough for me not to get out there.
That should be at least enough for you to get up there.
It is not. I only had I have barely gotten to 800 followers on TikTok. And me telling everybody, hey, they're doing this shit to us. You can't share that information because TikTok's pussy hurts. What kind of a fact shit is that? I'm sick and tired of this shit. I can't even do anything because it doesn't get any traction. Okay, so the algorithm is supposed to work something like this. Supposedly, air quotes. Like, for example, right? This is an example. I don't know if the numbers are correct, but this is how it really works. You post a video and it goes out to 10 people. How those people react, that's how the video is going to get traction or not. But on YouTube, I'm not even getting one single view on some of these fucking videos that I post. The more conspiratorial the video gets, the fucking less views I get on the video. But if I'm talking about like some other stupid shit that's not conspiracy, that's not fucking attacking someone for being an idiot or gross, like those videos, they kind of get traction. But what is it mostly that what the fuck we do here? Conspiracies and people being fucking gross. But that doesn't get no traction. Because those videos don't even get put out by Instagram. Because once the algorithm checks the video, the stupid AI that they use checks out the video and then realize, hey, this guy's saying crazy shit that's real. And these people paid us not to let this information get out to the world. Because if people find out, our whole fucking show that we're running is going to fucking go to shit because people are going to know. But let me tell you something about people fucking knowing the truth. People do not even give a fuck about even if you're telling them the truth about what they're doing to us. For example, I've told people lasers start fire. Yeah, you're fucking stupid. That's so stupid. Why would they do that? Because they want the fucking land. Remember how they killed hundreds and thousands of people over a fucking land? Did you guys forget that? Did anybody remember that they killed the whole native nations because they wanted the land? What the fuck do you think they're willing to do today? This is so fucking annoying that I have to come back to this video for like the 5th time on the podcast. Check this out. Look at this guy playing with the laser. What is he doing? What is that laser doing?
Starting fires.
Starting fire. And this is the conspiracy where I talked about it. Look at this. It's even burning that metal piece.
What?
Right? They use laser to cut metal piece, to cut stuff, to make parts, to print stuff, like 3D printer stuff, it gets cut by that. But if that laser touches the blue stuff, which you can see right there, play it again. But if that laser touches that blue part, move it more towards the middle. A little bit back.
So right about...
See, right there's on the metal piece, but before that, he lands on the blue stuff, and it doesn't catch on fire. And that's why China's putting a lot of fucking blue roofs on houses, on homes.
So that the laser won't burn it.
So that the laser won't burn the houses. And this is the conspiracy that I brought up last time. You could take that one out. This is a conspiracy that I brought up last time, right? I was saying that all those wildfires, those bad ones, even the ones in Australia, Hawaii, LA, what was South? Is it North Dakota? I forgot what state it was. But that other one out in the West Coast, the East Coast, I mean, in the mid, whatever the fuck it's called, in the center of the U.S. I don't know where it is. I forgot what the state was, but I said it. In even saying that they were starting the fires on purpose, that got me a strike.
Why? Because they accused it of false
information. Is that a lie? Can you start fires with lasers?
Yes.
You can cut things with lasers. Play the second one. Pull up the second one. You can cut things with lasers. What is that? Is that the one where they're cutting something with the laser?
No, this one's the one where it's pointing at a screen.
Okay, well, no, play that one. Show it. That's fine. You can show that one. Check this one out, right? You could do this.
And absolutely, you can definitely start a fire. Let me prove it to you right now.
And that's just a home
right here.
conventional laser. It's kind of like a toy, but not really.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
No, you can't start fire with lasers. Why would they do that? Play the other one.
I forgot to show it to them. I would just show it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'll just show it to
So
them.
it just looks stupid saying that?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. You can't start fires with the laser. That's like kind of like a toy, like I said.
So, but also for some reason it catches the attention of planes.
Of what?
It catches the attention of pilots when they're driving planes over.
Well, that's... I don't know. I don't understand how that lasers would work on a plane, but supposedly they're saying that you could make the controls for the plane malfunction some way somehow. That's why you shouldn't point a laser to a helicopter, and you shouldn't point a laser to a helicopter because you could be pointing one of these lasers and you start a fire in the plane, and then what? Know what I'm saying? But mainly, you shouldn't fucking use a laser and point it at a helicopter or airplanes because you will go to jail.
Apparently.
No, not apparently. You will go to jail. And they will find you because remember, they're looking at you from above.
Well, yeah,
they'll see you where you come in, where you get out.
I mean, they could be watching us right there.
And we post everything online.
Yeah.
So pull the last one. And lasers can definitely start fires. It's not a fucking conspiracy. It's true. You can cut parts to make things with the laser. Kind of like a 3D printer. Go ahead and play it. This guy has a whole channel on YouTube, right? And he makes stuff with lasers. Cutting shit with lasers. Look at that. Oh, you can't start fire with lasers. No, you can't.
I'm going to just lower the song that I played.
Yeah, just in case. Well, hopefully. No, I don't think we would get a...
I'm gonna just
whatever.
lower it just in
Yeah,
case.
that's good. Yeah, good catch. Cause fucking YouTube, like, you got a copyright. I'm gonna age restriction because you're showing stuff that you shouldn't.
But is it this red thing so that the light doesn't reflect back to you?
The what?
The red little window right here.
Yeah, that's probably what the red one is for the reflection. But if you put it on something that's blue, it usually doesn't start the fire. You see how burned it was all around it?
Yeah.
So you can start a fire with lasers. All right? You can't say that on TikTok because that will get you banned for telling people that they're fucking starting fires in LA, in Australia, in the same fucking areas that burned are the ones where they're supposedly putting trains in them. Oh, you mean the train companies wanted that land so they could put their train rails through there so they can make a shit ton of money? Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm saying. But you know what? People don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear it. And this is where I was going earlier. I think I lost my train of thought. If you tell people the truth, even if it's true, right?
They'll still think it's
They still won't give a fuck. And I'm saying, and you know what? And I'm one to say, so what? I still got to go to work tomorrow. I'm the one that's saying that too. Yes, I am. But you know what? The only reason I say that is because people don't really give a fuck about the information that you share with them. And when it comes time to fucking vote, then people start fucking crying and saying all this shit. The president works for this person only. Our governors work for this fucking shit only. Yeah, because I've been fucking screaming on this very same mic forever telling you, hey, those motherfuckers are involved in all this fucking shit that's fucking making people go crazy, like putting fucking memories in your fucking head.
Man, shut your...
They do that. And YouTube age restricting because I said children need to get their ass whooped so that they're not fucking out there with fucking guns and fucking breaking the laws. They learn to follow fucking instructions and most importantly, have some fucking discipline.
Oh, hell no!
You shouldn't play those on this part.
Oh.
Yeah. Because this is mainly for you too. Have some fucking discipline.
Damn, son.
Damn. So yes, that's what happened this week for sharing truth. I got banned from TikTok, and for saying that kids need fucking discipline, I got age restriction from YouTube. Which I guess age restriction shouldn't even fucking matter, but it does, because it hides everything. Because like I said, even if I'm not getting age restriction, my shit's being hide all the time.
Which?
But that fucking Leonardo homosexual can fucking sit in front of his camera, wink at you with his fucking asshole, and that's a problem. That gets 1 million views. So where the fuck am I supposed to? That's why last night on the live I was like, I'm done. I'm seriously done. I didn't even want to do this episode anymore too, because I'm getting sick and tired of fucking YouTube fucking with me, TikTok fucking with me, and Instagram not so much because my views are growing on Instagram. So as a matter of fact, Instagram is doing okay, and Twitter, which is supposed to be like, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's wild in there. There's everything. Well, Instagram is turning into that too, but there's everything on Twitter. And yet, my videos are only getting 4, 5 views. That's it. Nothing else. But again, show your asshole and you get 1 million views. And you know what? And people are gonna fucking if this video were to get a lot of views, some people would say you're just complaining because your videos suck. As a matter of fact, my videos do not fucking suck. I fucking talk to people that I know, people that I don't know, and they all say the same shit. Hey, your shit's pretty good. But is it, or are they not letting me get out? Because I'm fucking dropping some facts.
Well,
I say crazy shit, I know, but is it a lie? No, never. I've never said anything on here that's a lie.
Not a single word.
Maybe it sounds crazy as shit. Maybe I say it in a crazy way, but it's true. But anyways,
I want to go over the
so that's where I was going. And you know what I think the problem is? I think this is the problem. Go ahead and play. This is the problem with the world now. Well, if you want to get playing, why aren't you ready? You should be ready with the stuff.
Because I thought you were going to say more to it.
No, I'm done with that part. I'm done complaining that YouTube and TikTok fucking block my shit from getting out there.
No.
And you know what? You know why I say that? Well, go ahead, take this off. And I say that they do block my shit because, as a matter of fact, every video I've shown here has came from those same social medias. And those people get fucking thousands and thousands of views when they post it. But
Or millions.
don't let me fucking post the same shit that these people are fucking posting because you don't get no fucking views. You know what I even got to thinking? I'm like, you know what? Maybe this whole fucking social media shit, getting famous and making some fucking ridiculously amount of money over me sharing videos and shit like that, maybe it's not meant to happen because more than likely there's a fucking list and I'm not in it. Joe Rogan, Your Mom's House, Flavor Flagrant, they're all in it. Don't let Your Mom's House fucking start talking about overage content, right? Adult content. Oh, they start praising those people that do that. But if it's somebody that doesn't make any content and is just being stupid, oh, that's a whole fucking funny shit that they fucking make fun of. And then fucking Joe Rogan on fucking on his stupid podcast now. You know what? And I can fucking say this because I was a big fan of Joe Rogan. I was a big fan of Your Mom's House.
But
and a
not
big
fanatic,
fan.
right?
No, not a fanatic. I said fan. A big fan of Flavor Flav. And I cannot for the life of me listen to these shits no more. It's so fucking annoying. Starting with Flavor Flav. You can't fucking say anything about a black person because, hey, they're a whole mighty person that you shouldn't talk shit about. They're very respectable people. You should support black businesses and shit like that. Why should you? If these people do not provide a good service, why should you support a business that sucks? And this in general, even if it's a white-owned business, a Mexican, Hispanic-owned business, fuck them. If they suck, they suck. You shouldn't go to someone just based on the fucking color of their skin. In Your Mom's House, Christina used to hate all that sexual stuff. She found it disgusting and this and that. She would be vocal about it. She would say it. But now that fucking chick from England, oh, she's a great content creator. She's so good at what she does. Let's keep giving her more lives. And we're going to put her on our show because she's really interesting. But that's not disgusting. And Joe Rogan, this motherfucker, don't say LA, Los Angeles, California in front of him because that place has gone to shit. Those people are so stupid. Oh my God, that place will never come back. Who hurt you, bro? Maybe as a matter of fact, you're just fucking sour, being a sourpuss because you fucking had to get kicked out of the fucking state that you air quotes liked. Why don't you go back to where you came from, to fucking Boston, where it's so great, huh? Why aren't you going back to Boston? Because you know that fucking place sucks too. And you know what? All California, it's not fucking LA only. There's fucking other places you could have fucking gone instead of fucking going to Texas. And then every time somebody brings LA, California, fucking Los Angeles, you're like, oh my God, that place has gone to shit. They will never come back. That's people. Yeah. You know what the problem was? It's the stupid people you surrounded yourself with. And I'll say this, but I know though this clip that I cut out is not going to get anywhere. No one's going to hear what I just said, even though it's fucking true. And there's a lot of people that are listening to this fuck still that would fucking testify and say, yes, he's fucking right. Those motherfuckers do that now. When in the past, they were great podcasters. I guess money does change people, right? Because the more they have, the more this fucks want. I want to be like that guy. I forgot his name. I've only watched him a few times, but he's great. He's not a podcaster. He's a YouTuber, and he does content. He goes out in the wilderness and survives for weekends and shit like that. He got to 15 million subscribers on his YouTube, and he said, "I'm done. That's it."
Oh wait, is it the guy that usually goes camping
with his kid? He takes him something. Yeah. He got to 15 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he said, "I'm done. That's it. I already made my money. I'm famous. I'm too famous already where I can't have a normal life, and I want to have a normal life, so I'm out." I can respect that a lot more than somebody like Joe Rogan sitting there every single week for 5, 6, 7 episodes a week and thinking that you're fucking great. Oh yeah, this is fucking great. Even your comedy has gone to shit. At the level that you're at, you should be fucking tip-top Magoo like your fucking stupid ass Joey Diaz says. That's another fucking idiot that I used to love. That's another one. I can't stand any of these people now that they're making money. You know what? And those people already had money. Again, the more they have, the more they want. Can't you be a fucking decent human being and say, this is it, I'm moving out, I'm done. I got to where I want to, I'm done. But people can't do that. The more they have, the more they want. And then they sit there and fucking pretend to complain about the fucking establishment. When they really don't give a fuck because whatever the fuck is happening doesn't affect them in any way.
I'm pretty sure at all.
At all. So fuck those people. You know what the problem is? The problem is people are not truthful with the people, and social media does not, again, let you be truthful. You fucking post something that's true, that's offensive to people. But in the 80s, it was on TV. In the 80s, it was everywhere. And this is what people need. The number one.
Oh, this.
What did you say you wanted to see?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry's not going to fix it. Just do it.
What would you say if I told you I was mentally retarded? Would
I'd
you
say
believe
stay
me?
the fuck
Would
home.
you turn away?
No.
There are 6
You would turn
million
away.
mental retarded Americans.
Yeah, there
who
is a
need to be
shit.
helped.
There's
Can't be
355
helped.
million
Who's
Americans that are
helping?
retarded.
The ARC, the Association for Retarded Citizens. They helped me.
I don't think she's
Yes.
retarded at all.
I am mentally retarded.
No, I don't think
Feel
so.
the ARC.
There,
When
you don't
give
have the
help,
face.
You give help.
I don't think that's right. And that's the problem. This stuff needs to be aired on TV or on social media. It needs to be more.
Big
What's the word? Yeah, it needs to be more. What's the word I'm looking for?
traction?
It needs to have more traction. It needs to be more. I forgot the word.
Popular?
Yeah, that's not the right word, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But yes, it needs to be more mainstream. That's the word I was looking for. And you know what? Because we're not telling people the truth. Pull the second one. Because we're not telling people the truth. There's people like this. Play it.
They made me read book. I could read a book so quick. Like I could read 1,000 books in a fucking week.
You could do that.
Yeah, because I was like trained to read.
And we're supposed to believe that guy only because he's black.
Well, in special ed, they
Oh,
train
there it
you
is.
special
He
ed.
read 1,000 books in
You get
special ed
talents
class.
that nobody else gets in the school because you're special
That's the
ed.
problem. These
So,
people need their own
pushing-
specialist school. And I'm not saying people who are mentally challenged. No, that's not what I'm saying. People who have, they call everything autism now. People who have autism. Not those people. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about this people. If he was white and he was saying the same shit, I would be telling you the same shit. This people. If he was Hispanic, I would be telling you the same shit. This people. Go ahead and play the third one. The next one.
Today,
See,
being
this was
retarded
all over
means being
TV in the
life.
70s and 80s.
Retarded people go to work, or school.
Yeah, yes, they do. They are everywhere in traffic too, by the way.
Right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.
And that's the problem. It should have stopped everybody from getting out into the real world. There's so many retarded people out in the world. In the world. Fuck, I said word. There's so many of them. What is wrong with the world? What is wrong is we're not showing this stuff and we're showing the other shit. Play the next one. And we're showing shit like this. Shit like this gets pause it. Shit like this gets a lot of traction. And not because it's good content. It only gets a lot of traction because there's an agate talking about this shit. There's mentally retarded people all over the world.
I'm a disabled trans man.
You're fat, that's what you are.
A Medicaid patient.
Yeah, you're wasting resources, by the way, if you're a Medicare patient.
Food stamps.
See what I mean?
I'm also a person who has been through houselessness in this country. I'm also gone through substance use and addiction.
That's your choice.
And most of all,
The substance, you know what? This is another shit that I fucking detest. I do not like when somebody, I use substance abuse, I abuse substances, I had this problem. Yeah, that's your fucking problem. You have the choice not to fucking do drugs.
Well, this it right here is saying that it wants to erase Donald Trump and Elon.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you sit on them, you probably could with your big fat ass. You probably could, you fatso. And you're So I cannot stand somebody like this complaining about shit like this. I'm a trans. Who gives a fucking flying fuck?
Man, shut your...
Yes, shut your fucking mouth. If you're the only thing that you have to stand on is because I'm a trans animal, I'm a trans, Who gives a flying fuck what you are? Are you competent enough to be a normal fucking human being, whether being gay or not? Are you fucking competent enough to be normal? This fat ass probably not. This is just fucking. These people play victim all the time.
There's one more though.
These people play the victim all the time. But real victims are not out there fucking complaining about shit about like this. No, they sit here in front of a mic and tell everybody to go fuck themselves. Play the next one. That's what that guy is. That guy is gay guy.
I'm actually not dumb.
And then we get more retarded people.
I'm actually very intelligent. But you don't have to be like smart in everything. I'm smart in my ways, and you want to say I'm dumb for saying that, but.
Okay,
like,
tell me an interesting fact.
Look, she put glasses on so people can think she's smart.
Comes on in a car.
What'd she say?
Sure, go ahead.
It's because it's a lie. Because
Go ahead, play it back. I know.
I didn't hear that.
a gas light comes on in a car.
Okay. Sure, go ahead.
This is what I'm
It's
talking
because,
about.
it's a lie. Because
If your gas light comes on in your car is a lie. This is how stupid asses end up in the middle of the freeway with fucking no gas.
Even he's getting pissed.
That's a fun fact.
Wait, what?
But here's the thing though. They are the ones putting this bitches out there with this stupid idea, this retards with this stupid idea. And again, I'm not saying she's a retarded because she's black. Remember I called the other guy an agate, a dumbass, a fatso, remember? Yeah, and he wasn't black. But this bitch is black and she's retarded. And not because she's black. She's retarded because of the way she thinks. And those other guys that had her on are also retarded for having that stupid bitch on with that type of idea.
Philadelphia! Oh, hell no!
Go ahead, finish it. You know what? There's more?
No, this is
Okay, that's it. Take it off. I don't even want to listen to that stupid ass anymore. I'm done. Anyways, there is millions of retarded people in the country, just so you know.
a lot.
Play the one that says that. I think it was the third one.
For the retard one?
Yeah. Well, there's this amount of number of retards in the U.S.
Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong.
What is a real home?
Being
Any
retarded
home is a
never
real
stopped
home,
anyone
right?
From being a good
Even that guy's retarded. I think it was the first one. But anyways, whatever. Don't even have to pull it up anymore. I'm done with retarded people. And you know what? There's retarded people everywhere. In every aspect of life, there's retarded people. I'm not saying people with autism, even though everybody claims to have autism today. I have some sort of form of autism. That's why I struggle in life. You struggle because you're a dumbass.
Man, shut your...
Anyways, so fake meats. There's a lot of retarded people in the world. Yes, there is. Even people who don't play it. Even people who are worried. Oh, they're gonna feed us fake meat in the future. They're gonna give us 3D printed meat. Oh my God, this and that. Play it. Look at this, 3D printed meat. This, just so you know, is not new.
Regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia. Cow, butcher, beef.
That's normal for millennia, right? Everybody's been eating real meat.
Startup out of Israel makes
Oh, does it surprise you that it comes from Israel? Oh, you mean the people that are fucking trying to burn the U.S., trying to get all the money from the U.S., those people? Yeah, of course they are. Let's keep playing it.
Process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional.
Just by the way, those peas, chickpeas, and peas, they have a lot of estrogens.
that bad?
Well, for you, yes. It will turn you into a trance. You eat too many estrogens, you turn into a trance. Just like if you eat too many you drink too much plastic water, you turn into a trance.
Although, why do they got labels?
But listen. Well, that's what that.
This is the fun.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep playing it.
Formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new.
I mean,
but unlike the soy-based crumbles
see what I
that
mean?
mimic
Look at
ground
that.
beef, redefined meat's product
And they
is
use
designed
that
to
meat glue that I showed you last time.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah, the one that
They use that to keep it all together. I should have downloaded that video too to show it.
steak.
They use, I forgot what it's called, but they use meat glue. It's called something else, right? So there's people, and then you have people. You can take that one out, and then you get the other one ready, and then you have people worried that, oh my God, this is what they're gonna feed us in the future. They are making fake meat to feed us. Guess what? You already ate all the fucking 3D printed meat you can think of. Yes, you have. Play it.
This is real meat, no compromise, made in front of you.
So you grew this chicken in these tanks behind us
Yes.
without ever slaughtering a chicken?
You could ask me that 1,000 times, and the answer is yes, yes, yes. We grew it right here. They're getting the oxygen.
So if you're worried about the future that they're gonna feed you fucking fake meat, guess what, you fat fucks? You already ate it. You fucking chicken-loving people, you already ate it.
I think he already lost his appetite.
Yeah. He doesn't want no more fried chicken after that video. So yes, fake meat has already been fed to us. And everybody's like, well, what's the problem with that? What's the problem? That it's not real meat. What is it going to do to you in the future?
Very harmful stuff.
It's going to turn your kids into trans. Look, back in the, before the 2000s, before that, well, right, if there was a gay person in the family, it was very rare. And now you have people like Megan Fox. You have people like Megan Fox, 3 boys. In some way, somehow, all 3 of them are trans. That's one of 2 things. You fed them too much plastic food, too much fake meats. That's what you probably fed them. Or you definitely put that shit in their heads.
Probably the second option.
Definitely the fucking second one. A 13-year-old just told you that more than likely is the second option. All right? All these kids are very malleable at that time. You can put shit in their brains. You can now do it to adults, but TikTok doesn't want me to say that because that got me banned.
Man, you can't even post any more stuff in there, huh?
You know what? I'm making another account on TikTok, and I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot. Fuck TikTok. Fuck YouTube. Fuck them.
You wanna know what's funny though about that line you said?
What?
That's from a movie that came out like a couple.
What line did I just say?
It's from the new Minecraft movie.
What did I just say?
Coming in hot.
Oh, well, that's from a song too.
Yeah, I know.
It's
so Frank always saying that.
All right, yeah, but I'm gonna all the shit that I didn't upload this week to YouTube. When I make the new one, it's going up at the same time. Everything, even that same video that got me banned is going up. We'll see what TikTok does. It picks and chooses what the fuck it wants to show people. Sometimes it doesn't even pick and choose mine at all.
By the way, we got 4 more videos.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, so that's annoying too. You've already been eating fake meat.
Man,
It's time to fucking fight back. Grow your own food at home, you fat fucks. Maybe that way you lose some weight.
Okay.
Oh, I should have fucking done that now that I'm speaking about losing weight. I should have fucking pulled those videos of fucking Ozempic and how it's made. So you fat fuck, stop taking that shit and get your ass to the gym and start working out.
Big bag.
All right, take it off. YouTube's gonna fucking. Oh, you got a copyright strike. Yeah, you fatzos. You should have played that one with the other guy. We could pull it up and play it.
Nah, I don't want to do
Okay, well, it's not like the guy that does the show asked you to do it, but okay. Anyways,
If you want me to do it, then I'll do it.
no. Anyways, so I got annoyed this week. I'm trying to look for another job, and hopefully somebody that from work doesn't listen to this shit. But I am trying to look for another job. But it's so annoying having to look for a new job, especially when it comes time to answer questions. Like when you go apply for a job and you get to your interview, even on your application, they ask, "Why do you want to work here?" Is that a real fucking question?
No.
That shouldn't be a real fucking question. Why the fuck do I want to work there? First of all, I don't want to work at all. Second of all, why do I want to work there? Because I need the fucking money, you fucking dumbasses. Why the fuck are you asking somebody that's looking for a job, why do you want to work here? What the fuck do you expect me to say? You think I give a fuck about your job? No, the only way I would give a fuck about it is if I'm employed there, and I will only give a fuck about my responsibilities at the job, not the whole fucking employment fucking place. Because at the end of the day, the owner of that place does not give a fuck about you. So again, where do you want to work on this job? Because I need the fucking job, you fucking morons.
Damn,
that
son.
question annoyed the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
The next one. When do you see yourself in 5 years? Are you asking me this question because you're going to give me the fucking job? If you're asking this question to decide whether you give me the fucking job, what the fuck does that question have to do with me getting the job? Where do I see myself in 5 years? I'll tell you where I see myself in 10 seconds. Me fucking shoving my foot up your ass for asking me a stupid question.
And although that's what my school does too. Where do I see myself in the next year?
Not in this fucking shithole. That question, I never understood why employers ask that. And I really don't give a fuck to answer it. Because it's the stupidest shit you could ask somebody that's looking for a job. Why does anybody look for a job? Because they need the fucking money. Nobody goes out into the world looking for a job because I want to expand my career. And even people who fucking claim that. No, you're in that job because you're getting paid for it. You wouldn't do that job if you didn't get paid for it. There's very little amount of people that would do certain jobs even if they didn't get paid for. And for that, you are a fucking idiot. Why the fuck would I work for someone who's not gonna fucking pay me? That's why I never understood fucking, what is that shit? When they hire students and they don't pay them and they actually give them a job but they never pay them. I forgot what that word is. But companies do that. No, it's not apprenticeship. No, it's
like, so basically
you
like
won't
a
know.
maid?
No, okay, so if you go to certain schools, like if you're trying to be a lawyer, you have to go to a lawyer's place and work for them for free so that later on they could give you a job. So again, why the fuck would I sit there and make you money and you're not gonna fucking pay me nothing? What kind of a fucking stupid ass idea is that? Don't ask people, why do you want to work at this place? Because I need the fucking money. Don't ask the stupid question, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Well, if I don't get the job, me shoving my foot up your ass, that's where I see myself in 5 to 10 seconds, you twat. I'm fed up with that shit. There's stupid people everywhere. Why the fuck does anybody look for a job? Because they need to fucking work, that's why. Anyways. Not that long ago, Trump was talking about deporting a lot of Hispanic people, right? Sending them back to their country. And that was probably like a month ago, like in April. And now in May, guess what happened? No, that's the wrong one. Not yet. Not that one. Oh, okay. This thing doesn't have videos. I tried to download the videos, but I couldn't. So recently, the U.S. accepted some refugees. Mind you, they're deporting Hispanic people back to Central America. So if you're Venezuelan, they're deporting you to El Salvador, to the jail. That's that. You're going to jail if you're Venezuelan, right? But if you're white, you get to come to this country with papers, and now you're a national citizen of the United States of America, the greatest nation in the world. Right? Only if you're white. Any other race, fuck you. You have to go through the fucking proper channels. But if you're white...
Wait, so does that make America racist?
Well, you be the judge.
I'm gonna say
Because
yes.
there is a group of people, there was a group of people in South Africa who went to the embassy in South Africa of the United States. They went to the embassy of the United States in Africa, South Africa. And they went and said, we're being prosecuted by black people and they're killing us. Well, guess what Trump said? Hey, you're my people. Come on in. We're going to give you papers. We're going to give you everything. But if you're brown and you're black, well, you're going to jail. But white people can come in no problem. And you know what? And I'm okay with it if they're escaping prosecution for just based on the color of your race. I'm okay with those people even coming in here. But let's fucking take this across the board evenly. Not just because white people are suffering. What the fuck that got to do with anything? That is very outraging, right? That these people got to come in with everything. But you know what? I will respect that all these people who came in from South Africa, how do they come in? How do you think they came in? They came in on that's what they're here for. But they came in on a straight line, following instructions, and with the fucking American flag, the greatest nation in the world. American flag on their hands, being thankful for having the opportunity to be in the greatest fucking country of all. Goddamn America. That's why those people probably came in. What do fucking Mexicans, especially Mexicans, what do they do when they come in this country? Mexico's better. I'm gonna fly my flag because that's my fucking country. I love. If you love your fucking country, why don't you fucking stay up the fucking south of the border? That place has gone to shit. It might have been great at one point, but yet here you fucking are in the greatest nation of the fucking planet. Goddamn America. America's a continent, but you know what I mean. So these people came in with American flags in their hands. Mm-hmm. And people were accepting of that. And I think people really accepted that because of that. But if they were to came in with the South African fucking flag, what the fuck does that tell you? That's why I find it really annoying, whether it be a Salvadorian flag, a Mexican flag, a Guatemalan flag, a Belizean flag, a fucking Honduran flag, a Panamanian flag, a fucking Argentinian flag. If it's any of those in this country, you should be put to jail and in death row for being fucking disrespectful to the greatest nation in the world. But the white people that came in, they were being prosecuted in South Africa. They were killing white people just for being white.
Just for being white?
And you know what? I had this thought about racism. About, you know how white people enslaved black people?
Yeah.
Allegedly, LOL. how they got enslaved, right?
Yeah.
And I stop and think, this didn't start like that. What did black people do to white people more than a long time ago, more than history that we know, that pushed this other certain group of people into enslaving this other group of people? At some point, blacks were doing the slaving. And I can assure you that did happen at some point in history that is not recorded, or probably is, and they just don't share it. I had that thought before that how did this whole enslaving started? All right, the story says the Portuguese were the ones who started it. That's what the story says.
They the one
That started enslaving people in Africa. And mind you, when these people were getting slaved, right? Unfortunately, when these people were getting slaved, it wasn't white people going into Africa to collect every black person that got brought into the ships and brought into this side of the planet. It wasn't white people that was going over there. Guess who it was?
Black.
It was black people. It be your own people that put you in that fucking place. And all these people are like fucking. Some black people are saying that we should go back to Africa and fucking live our life out there. Even those people don't want black Americans over there. They think black Americans are too loud to begin with.
How are they too loud?
Oh, they can be loud.
Well, besides what?
They can be loud. I had that thought though, but I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I don't know. But I've had a thought before. So
you just have your own theory?
This is my own theory. But I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just asking questions. What did black people do before this all enslaving history started? I'm just saying, look at what's happening. Look at why those white people came here now. They're being prosecuted in South Africa for being white. And you can say, yeah, well, they're kicking those people out of the country because they're the ones who created separation and animosity between blacks.
Well, so does that mean African people, allegedly, know something about all Americans don't?
They definitely know the history that we don't know. They definitely know how all started. There's somebody out there that knows how it all started. I'm not saying that's correct. I'm not saying it's the right thing to have done because they did it to them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I wonder. But that probably is going to get taken out of context. You know what? It's not going to get taken out of context and nobody's going to fucking watch it. Good.
Yeah, but watch it get striked.
Yeah, right? No, I probably won't either. Anyways.
We're at 51.
Let me just bring this up real quick. There was a bombing in Palm Springs. Horrible, I guess. There was only one person dead, so it's not as horrible as I thought it was. But the dude, I have the manifesto, that guy. I have his recording, just his audio though. I don't have his video. And the reason he said he did the bombing is because he did the bombing in a place where they help people who can't get pregnant, and they're able to have kids, right?
Uh-huh.
So this place offers insemination or some shit like that is called, so that people can have kids. And he said he did the bombing specifically in that place because he was born without any consent.
So basically, he made himself a suicide bomb?
I don't know if he was the one that died, but he's the one that placed the bomb, the car bomb next to the fertility clinic, because he's fighting against children being born without anybody's consent. First of all, this is what I said last time, and I remember when I clipped that shit where I was like, "You are here in this planet to procreate and pass on your genes."
Yeah. Not to be honest.
And people hate life so much that they're willing to kill a bunch of people because they hate life themselves. Why don't you just fucking blow up over there and blast your head off on national television? That'll create a spark, and everybody will be like, "Oh, poor guy, he was suffering from this and that." That's what they'll say. But if you do this type of shit, what do you think they're gonna say? You know, I can hear you playing with the microphone, right? Yeah, so how about you leave it alone or turn it off when you're not talking, so that way you can touch it. And I can't hear you in my ears. Anyways, so that's why this motherfucker blew up that place, that fertility clinic, because he said that he was born without any consent. So now you made your own fucking problem everybody else's problem, you fucking twat. Why'd you put my volume down?
I didn't put yours down.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, you did, because I'm still screaming and I could hear it lower.
But so doesn't that basically mean he doesn't want to be artificially made?
No, what he's saying is I didn't ask to be born.
Yeah, I know, but like it's in a facility that makes.
No, they don't make the insemination. They get it from people. Yeah, they do get them from donations from people, and they use the eggs to make a baby. Pretty much, they pick their color of skin. They pick their eye colors. They pick how they're gonna look. If they're smart, they get to pick all that.
Artificially, then.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that is an artificial children, I guess. Yeah, well, that's how you end up with three trans kids. So where are we going in this world? Anyways, so there's a bombing, white African refugees in the country, and you know what? There's a video of a black lady saying we should kill all these white people that came into the U.S. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? But anyways. Well, when I was talking about shit about Joe Rogan and their mom's house and Flavor Fragrant, when I was talking about that, I should have said this too. I hate a podcast when I'm listening to a podcast and it's going fine. The conversation is funny, it's entertaining, it's interesting. You're listening, and but how about them Jets? How about them Dodgers? Are you fucking retarded? I'm listening to your stupid podcast because I want to listen to an interesting conversation. I don't want to listen to some stupid ass shit about fucking sports.
Oh, hell no!
Anybody who plays sports is a fucking idiot. Anybody who watches sport is equally dumbass. Why? Because you're fucking watching other dudes win. And you, what are you doing? Just getting fatter, fat ass on your fucking couch saying, "God damn, los Dodgers, the Yankees." I cannot stand fucking sports. Sports are for only gay people. Have you seen those guys slap each other's ass? I've seen it. That's pretty gay. That's pretty gay. Anyways. We're almost there. I had to get all that out of my chest. That's how annoyed I am with YouTube and TikTok that I decide those thoughts at some point in time I almost said them before. Especially my idea like what did black people do to white people before that? And when we're seeing it today, we look at what's happening in South Africa. Those refugees that are coming, they're escaping, air quotes, they're escaping prosecution from black people just for being white in South Africa. Anyways, but the future is here. The future is here, and head transplants are real. You know what? They're barely showing it to us, saying, "Hey, this is what they can do. This is a startup company." But if it's a startup, they can already do it. Remember, they did a head transplant on a monkey, and it was successful.
It only lived for a couple hours.
But it was successful. That's success. It only lived a couple hours. Now they got to do another one and figure out how to make it survive longer. And since they've already done that, go ahead and pull this one. Since they've already figured out how to... What'd you do?
I clicked the minus.
No, you click the moon. Click... God damn it. You clicked the moon. That's why it did that.
Click the minus.
Look at where the moon's at.
Right there, and I went lower than the moon.
Then why did the whole thing shut off? The moon is to sleep, to make the whole computer sleep. Is it still recording?
Yes.
Go ahead and play it. You made me lose my train of thought now.
This is going to blow your mind. A startup company called BrainBridge announced today that they believe that they will be able to successfully perform a
Because
head
they've already
transplant
done it on
surgery
monkeys.
in the next 8 years. The
They
that
did
this
a
would
surgery
work is
on a
you would take
monkey. They did
person
the
with a
same thing,
perfectly
and it
healthy
worked.
and active brain, but their body has cancer or paralysis, and transplant it to a brain dead donor body. What's crazy is that they said that by doing this, the person that's receiving the new body would still be able to maintain their memories, cognitive abilities, and consciousness. They say that the brain could last several hundred years if it had a good working body, and that might be a potential in the future, but that this would also give people with different ailments a second
And it's
chance.
only going to get better because they're going to keep working it and working, and it's going to get better. You can take it off. So again, they've already done it in monkeys, and it worked. So what's to say it's not going to work on this? Now it gets to the point where it's just like ethics. Like, are they willing to do it? Okay. So speaking of that, they can transfer your head to another body, and how do you maintain your youth on your face? Because think about it. Your face is just going to keep getting old, and your body's just going to get younger, and you're going to do that? How do you solve the problem of making sure that you still stay young, looking young, if you have a new body? I'm going to show you right now how. And you might say, oh, he was just joking. No, it's not. These people never joke with this shit. These people say the quiet part out loud in plain sight, and people just fucking brush it off like nothing. Go ahead and play it.
He's an early 30, and you're a late 50.
Yeah.
But
Pause
somehow
it.
you both look the same age.
Play the ha. Yeah, that's what those two are. Play it.
There.
See, one is 50 and one's 30. He's the 50-year-old. Did you hear what he said? Play it back again. Back. Right there.
Both look the same age there.
I suck babies' blood.
You think he's joking?
No, his face was serious right there.
No, he doesn't matter what his face is like. He's an actor. He can lie. But his expression, he's an actor. Yeah, whatever the fuck he is. Right? And that's not a lie. They do that. Remember how I told you about the cream from the babies, from baby foreskin? You think he's lying?
No.
He ain't fucking lying. He's telling you the truth. And I bet you this video is going to get me fucking banned from somewhere. Me for sharing this fucking video of what these people say. So now, they can transfer your head into another body that's young. And with the help of this fucking baby foreskin, baby blood that they like to suck out of the baby and fucking bathe themselves in blood, guess what? Now you got a youthful face with the younger body that you transfer and that you changed all that. But can you transfer your conscience? Where's your conscience? In your heart or your brain?
I'd say in your brain.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. I would say the same thing. So, right? Go ahead and finish it.
And put it on my face.
See, he's not joking. Remember what we watched last week about when I said symbolism?
Yeah.
On the Madonna concert? All red?
Yeah.
That's what that's representing. Blood. So is it a lie? It's not. These people are now able to transfer bodies and keep your faith youthful. And remember, the Queen of England had this whole ritual that she, air quotes, transfer her conscience from an old bitch body to a young bitch body.
Wait, so doesn't that mean the brain dies, though?
What do you mean? Well, if they transfer it from one
Yeah,
body to
I know,
another,
but,
it'll
like,
work.
The
It
brain
works.
continues aging, right?
Well, okay, if you have a young body, young blood, and a young face, now you have an old brain, but everything's working good, great. Like you're not sick, you're nothing hurts, nothing's broken, anything like that. Your brain, you're probably just gonna get better at life, at scamming people, at doing whatever the fuck this stupid ass people do. So they'll just get better because they'll get more experience at doing what they do.
So then just...
So these people can transfer conscience, bodies, head. They could transfer it, whatever the fuck. They could do it. And it's all, but now, right now it's some people are still have some morals, and they're like, oh, we don't want to fuck with this shit, you know. But some people don't have morals, and we've talked good about Trump in the past. Yes, we have. But now it's time to go to the other side. Like I said, I poke at both sides, right? So now pull the picture first.
There's no picture.
And 2 is the picture.
2 is the picture?
Yes. So now, just show the top part first. Scroll it down more. Down. That's up. Okay. So now this was like probably a couple months back. All right. This guy was put on the CIA, on the FBI, CIA, I don't know, most wanted list because he, air quotes, was a terrorist. And if you found him and reported it to the CIA, he got arrested. Allegedly, they would have give you $10 million. You would have became a millionaire.
That's a lie.
These people never pay. There was in 2009 or 10, I don't remember. There was a thing where a black guy, as a matter of fact, he was a cop, and he went around killing cops. For like a whole week, they were chasing him. They couldn't find him, so they ended up finding him in Big Bear by the lake in the house. Yeah, they ended up finding him over there, because he had kidnapped an old lady and an old man. He had him in the house kidnapped. And the lady managed to call the cops to say, hey, this guy's right here. You guys can arrest him right now, right here. And the police went and they burnt the house down, and then they killed the guy. They said he killed himself. Like usually if somebody kills a cop, like they'll hide that information and they'll say, oh yeah, he killed himself before we even got there. When in reality, they probably went in there and whacked the shit out of him. But they did that. And this lady that called and got that guy arrested, you think she got the reward?
No.
Nope. They said it was a technicality, and that's why she didn't get the reward. So if you were to report this guy, you would not become a millionaire. But let's look at the name. Muhammad al-Jalani, right? He was reported as a terrorist by the CIA, FBI, or whoever the fuck reported him, and they were looking for him, and there was a reward for him.
I think that might be the FBI because
either or the three-letter word agency, the 3-letter agency, right? One of those did this. And now pull the video. And now a couple months down the road, you have this shit happening. Put the volume.
There is.
Oh, okay. There should be volume. There's no volume?
I'm gonna check something real quick. Yeah, no, it's good.
There should be volume. But anyways, there's this guy. Who do you think that guy is? That guy that was shaking Trump's hand.
The guy that was worth 10 mil.
The same Al-Jalain, whatever the fuck his name is. That guy is now sitting not in the White House, at the stupid Saudi king's palace, shaking Trump's hand, even though a couple months ago he was a terrorist. But now we're okay with him? Pull the picture again. Now we're okay with him? Oh, I farted. Pull both of them. Muhammad al-Jali, 5 months ago, he was in the top most wanted terrorist list of the FBI, CIA, whatever. And now, a week ago, shaking hands with Trump like nothing fucking happened.
Yeah,
so what the fuck did this guy do to be put on the terrorist list, and now he didn't do anything? Couldn't they have arrested him and given the $10 million to Trump?
Yeah.
But they won't. Because right now they're trying to suck the fucking Saudis' dick like they've always had, even though they fucking, in conjunction with the Jews, did the fucking 9/11 terror attacks. But some way, somehow, they attacked Iraq and Afghanistan. Some way, somehow, right? Well, there was like 14 Saudis and only one Iraqi or Afghani that was there.
But the only thing I'm still really confused about, what could have made him do something really bad to make him worth 10 million?
He pissed off the wrong person. And since he's a politician, look at him. He's shaking his hand.
So
So I don't know. I was thinking that he would have done right this time, but it seems like the more and more it goes, it's just something more obscene and stupidest that's happening. Anyways, what time are we at?
1 hour and 8 minutes.
Anyways, we'll cut it there. Anyways, fuck TikTok. Fuck YouTube. You can count on that.
Our 2 cents.